Sorry about that, but I guess brother came in my room. Talked about our bucket list, going to the safari and all that stuff, as you guys heard, right? Yeah. Talk for maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes. I'm done here, guys. Right? Yeah. So Peter Jackson got lucky. Yeah, Peter Jackson is one of the luckiest directors. George Lucas is the luckiest, and Peter is probably the second luckiest director after George Lucas. Yeah. He was a nobody director, and he was able to get $250 million off of New Line. I don't even know how he pulled that off. He had no leverage. He was a nobody director, and then New Line gave him like 8% of the gross. They were willing to give him that. But at the same time, they took a huge risk with the fantasy genre. They probably didn't think it'd be that much of a hit. My guess is New Line didn't think Lord of the Rings would be that much of a hit. The way that's why they probably didn't pay Peter the remaining profits that they owed him. Because maybe they might have thought maybe Lord of the Rings would do maybe 500 million, 400 million in the box office. Obviously, Lord of the Rings almost did about $1 billion per movie. And Peter ended up getting so rich off that they probably all made a mistake giving Peter all that money. That's why they didn't pay him the rest of the money if they owed him the money, right? Because they're greedy, obviously. Yeah, man, Peter Jackson got lucky. Like, we didn't think this thing would be huge. And, because it's so huge, Peter made so hundreds of millions of dollars took $100 million of our profits, man. We're not paying him any more money. That's enough. Yeah, that's why Peter took him to court, obviously. Why do you think Peter got lucky? I think Bob Shaye and Michael Lind, this is my personal opinion, I think Bob Shaye and Michael Lind, they didn't think Lord of the Rings would be that big of a hit. Obviously, that's why they're willing to give Peter, 8%, whatever it is, of the gross, however much they gave him, right? They didn't think it'd be that big of a hit. Peter might make maybe 40 million, 50, 60 million dollars off them. And the movies are averaging about $1 billion. Peter made $250 million. They realized they fucked up. We paid this guy way too much money. This nobody directed too much money. We're not paying him any more money. That's why they didn't pay him any more money if they owed him money. Assuming they owed him money. I don't know if they owed him money. I don't know what happened behind the scenes. But they did owe Peter profits, according to the news. And Peter took them to court. I heard they owed Peter an additional $100 million of the game profits, DVD sale profits, and merch profits. They didn't pay him it. Yeah. Yeah. Because Peter took a good chunk of the profits, obviously. The three movies made about $3 billion. Peter took $2-3 million of that. That's a good chunk of the profits Peter took. I think Bob Shaye and Michael Lind, they realized they fucked up. We shouldn't have given this guy 8%, 8% of the gross. Because I guarantee you they didn't think it'd be that big of a hit, Lord of the Rings. And it was a hit. The movies made about $1 billion. Fuck, man. Because they made $1 billion, we gave Peter 8% of the deal. He took $250 of our profits. And we gave him money for we gave him money for the back end, for the merch, game, and DVD sales. We're not paying him that. That's enough. They paid him some of it, they didn't pay him all of it. Assuming they owed him money, I don't know what happened behind the scenes. I don't know if Peter got duped or there was a miscalculation. I don't know. The lawsuit was settled, but I don't know if Peter was owed money. I don't know what happened behind the scenes. I'm talking to you, Bob Shaye and Michael Lind. If you did owe Peter money and you kept that money, that's cold. Even though Peter's a greedy pig, I know he's a greedy pig, guys. If you sign the deal, you have to pay him what you owe him. Don't rip off a director like that, man. That's not good, guys. Yeah, I know him. Yeah. Why is that really true? Yeah, man, that's what happened behind the scenes. It's in the book when you read it. You'll read the book. It's in the book, honestly. This book here, right? Yeah. Anything you can imagine, Peter Jackson, The Makings of Middle Earth. See Peter Jackson here? Yeah, this is an amazing book. I read the whole thing in 1 week. It's like a It's like a 560-page book. I might reread it again. reread the whole thing, right? Yeah. 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 Why did Peter really make $2 million Lord of the Rings? Yeah, he did. I'm not lying, guys. It's in the book. And he took that whole treasure room off of Lord of the Rings. He really paid that guy, man. Those only the actors made nothing. That's cold. Yeah. But to be fair, Peter did pay a heavy price to make that money. That's one reason why he wouldn't give the actor shit, because he paid his dues to make that money. Yeah, I pay my dues to make my money. I'm not giving the actor shit, Ivan. Yeah, obviously. Peter paid his dues to make it $250. He has to do it, man. That's how it works, right? Yeah. Some Sarah. And Hollywood, like Robert May Burnett says, it's not show friends, it's show business. Whatever actors or directors negotiate, it's business, it's not show friends. If someone makes more, that's not the other person's problem, right? Yeah, there you go. But the actors did deserve at least like 500, 400K of Peter's money. Like the main like seven actors, like the Hobbit characters, and Orlando Bloom and Vigo, they deserved a good like 400, $500,000 of Peter's money, man. Peter took the whole thing from someone who's greedy. Yeah, two of them on treasure he took, man. They made nothing. Yeah. How much did the actors make, Ivan? Lord actors made like the Hobbit actors made, I think, Elijah Wood, I think, made about $1 million, I think, around there, 750K to $1 million. And the other three Hobbit actors made like 250K. And Sean Astin, according to the book, complained about his check because he got a shitty paycheck. He's like, "What the fuck? You're only paying me 250K. 250K is a lot of money for an average person, but for a Hollywood actor, that's shit. Obviously, they did blood, sweat, and tears for peanuts. Whereas Elijah Wood got like his millionaire paycheck. That's pretty good. And Orlando Bloom made like $1,700. So Orlando Bloom was a nobody back then. He was fresh off like his acting school. He was a nobody. That's why he got paid the least. And John Rhys Davies, I don't know how much he made. He probably made maybe 300,000 or something like that, maybe a bit more than the other guys, because he was a bit known. He did James Bond. He might have gotten maybe 350, 400K, 500K. John Rhys Davies for the role. Doesn't say how much he got paid, but I know the other Lord actors got like 250K. And Orlando Bloom made like $1,700, I think, according to the book. And Sean Astin, according to the book, complained about his check because it was a shitty paycheck when you read the book, right? And Michael Lynn, I think, one of the executives at Uline, he told Elijah Wood, "You have a crappy agent. We could have paid you double." That's how you know those guys are dicks, man. They could have paid Elijah Wood $2 million. They paid him $1 million. So you could have paid him $2 million, but you chose to pay him $1 million because you want to be cheap. Yeah, Ivan, we're assholes, man. We could have paid Elijah Wood $2 million. We don't want to pay him that, Ivan. We want to hold on to this cash and pay them shitty money. Yeah, obviously they paid the actors shitty money for the rings. Why? Because they took a risk on the fantasy genre movie, obviously, and obviously that's why, okay, to protect our investment, let's put more money into the movie and just pay these guys shitty money. That way we reduce our risk. But Ian McKellen got paid. Ian McKellen got like his $13 million for the movie, so he got his millions. Whereas all the other actors got shitty money. I think Vigo got like about the same amount of money as Elijah Wood. We probably got like maybe $1.5 million or something that Vigo got for the movie. I got shitty money, but $1 million is pretty good. That's not bad. But $250K is shit, obviously. And Peter took all that charge of himself. He's fucking greedy, that guy. He's a greedy pig. Yeah. He's greedy, man. And he also took New Line to court because he wanted more money. That's how you know Peter Jackson's a greedy pig, man. He's a greedy animal, that guy. It's mine! It's all mine! It's all mine! It's mine! It's all mine! He's a greedy pig, Peter, yeah, man. That's why you gotta watch over Peter Jackson. He's a greedy pig, that guy. Greedy animal, yeah. Yeah. Here's Ivan. You're greedy too. You're making all those tens of billions. You're giving us a peanuts too. Yeah, Peter. I may be greedy, but I'm not greedy and cheap like you. I'm actually giving you. I'm actually sharing the goal with you, Peter. And I'm giving all these Hollywood actors a piece of the goal, and they sign mega deals with money they don't even make it all. Yeah, it's peanuts compared to how much money me and VJ are making. But I'm still making sure you're getting paid like your $1.7 billion deal, Peter. So I'm generous. I'm greedy, but I'm generous. I'm not greedy and cheap like you. You didn't share any gold with Lord of actors, Peter. You took all that treasure yourself, man. You're a greedy pig, man. It's greedy, that guy, Peter. He's a greedy pig, yeah. He's greedy, Peter. Yeah. 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 So Peter will like you and VJ more as bosses than Bob J. and Michael Lynn. Of course he will. Those guys made him pay a heavy price to make his money, and they ripped him off. And they didn't pay him as much. I'm paying Peter way more money than what he made for Lord of the Rings. Signed a $1.7 billion deal in free cash. Doesn't have to do anything, and I gave him on the budget, Peter, and better perks, so he'll like me more as a boss than those guys, obviously. He'll even tell me, yeah, Ivan, fuck Bob Shagan and Marlon Ivan. Those guys are fucking assholes. They owe me money, Ivan. They didn't honor their deal, and they gave me a shitty nominal budget for Lord of the Rings, Ivan. Yeah, they're gonna tell me that. They served us shittier food. I was limited for Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Peter's Iron. Fuck Lord of the Rings. I want more hype for Zanus. I know Peter. Zanus is better Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it's better Lord of the Rings, Iron. I know Peter's better Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Yeah. So Ivan, you and VJ are the studio heads. Yeah, pretty much. We're the studio heads. We're Peter Jackson's boss, right? Yeah. The only people who Peter answers to are me and VJ, but Peter Jackson, I'll give him full power. He's the boss of my movie. Just like Peter Jackson was the boss of Lord of the Rings, but he answered to Bob Shea and Michael Lynn because they were the studio heads of New Line at the time. Before, I think New Line's... Warner Bros. I think bought the rights off of New Line. Warner Bros. Owns New Line now. But back then, New Line was its own like entity, but now it's owned by Warner Bros. I believe. Warner Bros. Is like the parent company of New Line, I think now. And New Line is kind of like a bit of a bankrupt company, obviously. It's not that big of a company anymore, right? Like it was in the time of Lord of the Rings, right? The Skylanders will blow New Line out of the water, right? As New Line only gave Peter, what? A $90 million budget. I'm giving Peter a $3 million budget for Zanus. Unlimited budget now for the movie. And I paid him more. I gave him his freedom to work hard for me, Peter. That's why he will tell me, yeah, Ivan, fuck New Line, Ivan, fuck Lord of the Rings. I'm way more hyped for your movie than I was Lord of the Rings. Are you fucking kidding me, Ivan? Like you're the lead Prince Tactius, Ivan. BJ's Lithia. Yeah, you gave me unlimited resources for the movie, Ivan. Like this is gonna beat up my Lord of the Rings song. I know Peter's Lord of the Rings. No, Ivan, seriously, man, this is gonna be better than my Lord of the Rings trilogy, Ivan. I know, Peter. I can't wait for this movie. I know, Peter. Relax, calm down, you nerd. Yeah. Yeah. Taking a shower after this. Quick hot shower. I bought another beer, so I'm gonna enjoy the chill with you guys with my beer, right? Yeah. Why did Peter Jackson take all the money for The Hobbit too? Yeah, he did. For The Hobbit, for King Kong. He likes doing that. Peter Jackson is such a greedy director whereby he likes taking like all the profits. He likes taking all the profits for himself. He's a greedy pig, that guy, man. Yeah. I did my research. For Lord of the Rings, he made $250 million, while a lot of those actors made nothing. Except for Ian McKellen, he made his millions. And for King Kong, he also took, like, I heard Peter got like 20 million base for King Kong. And he took like 100 million of the gross sales or something like that for King Kong. Well, all those actors made peanuts compared to him. He likes taking all the treasure himself. He's a greedy pig. And for The Hobbit, he did the same thing too, man. He got like his 15, 20 million salary. He took like 60 million, 80 million of the profits, whatever it is, or sales. I don't know what the deal was. He got like a nice chunk of the money for each of the 3 movies. He's greedy, that guy, Peter. He's a greedy pig, man. He likes sucking all the profits for himself, and everyone else gets the peanuts. Peter's a greedy pig, man. That's why you have to be careful with that guy, Ivan. He's a greedy pig, Ivan. That's why if he wants more, I'm not paying more money. He's greedy. He's a greedy pig. Yeah, I'm a greedy pig, Ivan. I like taking all that money for myself. Yeah, Peter, you're a greedy pig. You like taking all the treasure for yourself, and for each movie you do, man. You're fucking greedy. Yeah. Yeah. Even Bob Shea and Mike Lynn, when you read the book, they even admitted that Jackson's a greedy pig, right? When you read the book. Like, yeah, Jackson's greedy. He's a greedy fucking pig. Yeah, he's greedy, Jackson. Jackson's greedy. Yeah, they said that in the book. They were like, we never want to work with Peter ever again. Because Peter sued them because he thought they owed him more money. That's how you know he's greedy, man. Even after making that $250 million, and those other actors made peanuts, he sued them because he wanted like another like $100 million of the money. But I told you, if they did owe Peter money, then I can understand why Peter sued them. But if Peter sued them because he felt like he was owed more or the miscalculations about that, Peter's obviously a greedy pig. Obviously, he's greedy, that guy. He's greedy, man, yeah. He's a greedy pig, that guy, man. $250 million is not enough for Peter. He wanted more. Yeah, he's greedy. That's why I'll guarantee push for money. I'm like, no, Peter. I mean, can I get more of that, Ivan? I'm like, nah, Peter, I'm not paying more money, man. Stop being greedy, man. This is enough for you. Stop being greedy, Peter. You're not worth any more than this. I'm not going to have you take advantage of me and have you do me. This is what you're worth. Well, Ivan, you're greedy too, man. You're making all your tens of millions. Yeah, Peter, but I'm sharing in some of the wealth with you, Peter. Like I'm saying, you're making gold, man. You're just greedy, Peter. Stop being greedy, Peter. I'm sorry. Mel Gibson's greedy too, Ivan. Be careful for Mel, obviously, right? He's a greedy pig too, that guy. I get more of that. I'm like, nah, Mel. What I'm paying you to now, stop being greedy, Mel. I'm just Mel. That's not money, but yeah, Mel. $400 American money is not money for you, Mel. Stop being greedy. Sorry. Yeah. But to be fair, even though Peter's a greedy pig and he took all that treasure for Lord of the Rings, obviously Lord of the Rings did launch the actor's career. As a lot of these Lord of the Rings actors wouldn't be where they are today if it wasn't for Lord of the Rings. Orlando Bloom was a nobody when he did Lord of the Rings. Even though he got shitty money for Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Rings opened doors for him and it launched his career with Pirates of the Caribbean and Kingdom of Heaven. And Orlando Bloom became a big movie star for Pirates of the Caribbean. And for Pirates of the Caribbean, Orlando Bloom got paid a lot of money for it. He got his millions for it. So it worked out for the good. Yeah. Like all these Lord of the Rings actors are all multimillionaires. Like Carl Urban's career was launched because of Lord of the Rings. Carl Urban was not that big when he did Lord of the Rings, and now he's a smaller A-list actor who did a few big budget movies here and there. And he has a successful show, The Boys. He's making good money on his millions for The Boys too. So it launched all these guys' careers. They're all multi-millionaires now. All the Lord of the Rings actors. So in that sense, it worked out for the good, right? Lord of the Rings opened doors for him, for them. It launched their careers as the Hollywood actors for Lord of the Rings. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So Peter might say you're greedy too. He might, yeah. I mean, like you think I'm greedy? You're the fucking greedy pig, Ivan. Like you're making all your tens of billions. You're giving me the fucking peanuts, Ivan. Like Peter, you're not worth any more than this. I'm not gonna pay any more than $850 for the film profits, Peter. This is enough. I'm not paying you more money, you greedy pig. You're not worth any more than this. That's enough for you, Peter. Stop being greedy. Yeah, I may be greedy, Peter, but I'm generous enough to pay you your mega deal. I'm sharing the gold with you, whereas you didn't share shit with Lord of the because you took the whole treasure for yourself, Peter, because you're fucking greedy, man. Greedy pig, that guy. That's fucking cold, man. To make all that money and they make nothing. But to be fair, it's Peter's money, right? Like at the end of the day, it's not his problem, right? That's his money. That's he's looking out for his own career. That's his own money. He also paid his dues to make that money. That's another reason why he wouldn't share any of the gold with the actors, obviously, Lord of the Rings actors. But I heard the Lord of the Rings actors got a 1 million bonus. I don't know if that rumor is true. If they did, then they were taking care of. But if they didn't, then Peter's obviously greedy. They deserve a good, like, at least 400, 500K of Peter's money. That's what I'm saying. They worked fucking hard for you, Peter, man. They deserve a good maybe 450K of your money. Obviously. That's like $6 million. It's not going to hurt you. But Peter, because he's a greedy pig, $6 million is a lot of money. Yeah, Ivan, that's a lot of money, Ivan. I want every cent of that, Ivan. Yeah, he wants every cent of the dollar. He's greedy. Yeah, he's a greedy pig, Peter. And he wanted more money. Don't forget that from Uline after making $2 million. He wanted more. Obviously. Yeah, Ivan, I want more, man. I wanted more of that money that they owe me, Ivan. Yeah, he's a greedy pig, Peter. He's greedy, that guy. He's a greedy pig. He's a greedy pig, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's actually funny, I'm saying. Anyways, guys, this is it. I hope you guys love this show. This is Iron Man. I'm saying out peace. I hope all you Hollywood celebrities enjoy this video because you guys don't sleep. You struggle to sleep, you know what I'm saying? It's Iron Man. Don't hate me, guys. It's Iron Man. I'm saying out peace. Peace out, guys. Don't hate me. I'm saying peace. Hope you guys love this show.